Hey everyone, my name's Lee McGinnis. Joining me is my co-host and producer Tom, and you're listening to the new Trippin' with Leigh podcast, Highwaves. We're going to be providing some great entertainment, interviews. In the coming weeks, we will be able to take your calls, and we have a sexpert standing by with some tips, tricks, and kinks to help you get by and get off during these tough times. I'm guessing there's going to be a huge baby boom after the pandemic settles down. So what do you think of all this, Tom? That's pretty much the big news these days.
Yeah, it's all you hear everywhere. It's some
I know, man.
crazy
It's
stuff.
crazy. I got to say, in my lifetime, I haven't seen anything on this scale. And it's kind of scary in a way.
It is. It's different to everybody.
The whole world's shut down right now.
Yeah.
Economy's going to shit. People are committing suicide. Not far from here, I guess either today or last night, I didn't hear a whole lot about it, but somebody did their wife in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Crazy. Yes, I heard about that. That's right.
There's a lot of stuff, and people haven't, I'm guessing everybody's on the same boat with this. Nobody's really experienced this. I mean, there was SARS in 2003, but I mean, they didn't shut the world down.
No,
actually, remember the SARS, Doc?
I don't. I would have been in about grade 5.
Okay. Shoot, I was in my prime partying.
I don't remember.
Yeah, me and my brother and a couple friends drove up to Toronto for a free concert. It's like the Rolling Stones, AC/DC,
wow,
Rush, the Guess Who, Justin Timberlake, God love him. You had to dodge a few bottles of piss at that show.
Wow, that's a lot of big names right there.
Yeah, I know, it was awesome. But I mean, unfortunately with this one, they can't really have anything like that.
Speaking of big names, what was this group you were telling me about?
Oh yeah, the Ultimate Online Nova Scotia Kitchen Party, COVID-19 edition.
Wow, special edition.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. It was a group started by a lady named Heather. So over 229,000 members.
That's a lot of people. How many people even live in Nova Scotia?
I think there's 980,000 the last time I checked.
Really?
Yeah, almost a third of the province.
Wow, yeah, 971,000.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I figured it was up around there.
Wow, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people in that group.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fantastic group, and they have some pretty big names on there, like Classified and George Canyon. And I mean, there's lots of local talent. And, it's amazing to see how much talent there is across the province.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know who has it.
Yeah. And I mean, with everybody being stuck home,
it's what better time.
It's a good group to, to get some shut-in entertainment. And,
for sure.
You can actually go on there, Tom, and do something. Sing a song. Do some karaoke.
I better not. They might shut the group down. I don't think.
Yeah.
You could go on there and sing.
Yeah, maybe.
Break out the guitar.
I wouldn't be able to get my guitar player over, though, unless I can do it somehow. I can do kind of like a Skype call with my guitar
you guys could use Zoom. Everybody's using Zoom.
Oh, right, yeah.
US. It seems to be a pretty good program. Today's the first time I've ever really used it. And
So, podcast brought to you by Trippin' with Leigh and Tom and Zoom.
So what have you been up to? So you're off work now.
Yeah, man, I've been off. Well, I initially tried to get off on parental leave way back in January. And
yeah, I guess we left out the most important thing since the last time you've had a podcast or really done a video.
Yeah, man, I'm a dad now.
How's that?
Beautiful baby boy named Rain. He's awesome. I love it, man. My life went from 100 in a 50 zone down to putting along.
How old is he now?
He would have been 10 weeks on Saturday. So
wow, time flies.
I know,
He's
man.
That long already.
He's big. He's almost 14 pounds already.
Wow.
No, it's awesome. I love being a dad. It's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. And it really settles a person down and puts life into perspective. I mean, it's been pretty nuts. We had a baby and then all this COVID-19 stuff happened, right? So
yeah, well, that must be extra scary now.
yeah, I'm nervous being out. I'm pretty much isolated at home. So, of course, like pretty much everyone else. But I mean, there's still some people out there that are, you know, not really sticking to the emergency response
Yeah,
protocol. It's
you
kind
see
of
a lot of
sad
it.
because now there's community spread. And I mean, a lot of people just don't see this pandemic for what it is. Like they're not just going to shut the world down. There's so many conspiracy theories as well that it was all staged and for a, you know, new world order. I don't know.
Yeah, those
I don't think our government's going to bankrupt the country.
those theories might have worked before it got here. Now that it's here, I don't think they have much of a leg to stand on.
No, I mean, it's scary, really. You got to stay positive. And I mean, I'm the one I usually go out to get groceries and stuff. And I got a big grocery order there about a week ago. But oh my God, I was in at the grocery store, and, you know, I was coming up to go through the cashier and stuff. And there was a lady on the other side, and this old fella, he must have been about 80 or 90, barely pushed the cart. And this lady took to cough and hacking up a lung, and he just froze and he grabbed his chest.
Fuck, no
Hey, and he
wonder.
tried to start push the cart out of the place as quick as he could.
That's
I mean,
terrible.
if the pandemic doesn't, God forbid, you know, there's a lot of seniors affected by this, but
Mm.
I mean, some of them are gonna. You don't be hacking up a lung, even if you're healthy. If you're out at the grocery store, try not to hack up a lung when there's a bunch of seniors around.
Well, that's the thing. You got to be
Nonsense.
very careful. You don't want to even.
Yeah,
I, I had something similar happen there because I think, what was it? I was at the store and this woman took a drink of a bottle of water and she must have swallowed it down the wrong hole. And I saw exactly what was going on. This was a month ago. This was like before Nova Scotia even really had coronavirus. And
yeah,
she took a drink of this water and choked on it and started coughing and gagging. And the woman that was behind her in the line took her cart and she literally ran out of that lineup.
yeah. She must have been watching it from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so new, and I mean, you look at Italy; it's just insane what this thing can do. So, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you know, glad that the government took the steps they did in the province, and like this thing will spread like wildfire if we allow it to, and it's up to everybody as an individual, I think, not to let this spread. And you just got to wash your hands, stay the blazes home, Stephen McNeil
Yeah.
said.
Watch the ultimate online Nova Scotia kitchen party
Yeah,
COVID-19
exactly.
rescue group.
I mean, there's not much else to do. All the parks, beaches are closed. They're giving $1,000 fines left and right. So, I
Yeah,
mean, even
exactly.
if you think it's all right to walk through the park with your baby in the stroller, you're gonna get fined if they catch you. So,
Yeah, for sure.
stay home, stay safe, everyone, and yeah,
Yeah, it's just as easy. You could FaceTime your friends or you could Facebook video message them or Zoom them. You can do whatever.
yeah.
There's lots of things. A lot of artists besides in that group are doing things on their page. I heard today that there are some online paint nights. That'd be kind of cool. I wish I could paint.
Oh man, I never thought about doing that. Maybe I should do an online paint night.
Yeah, now's the time to
You
do
know,
it.
I got the big bucket in there in the closet of the paints.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, catch a buzz on and do some painting, and
That's not a bad idea.
yeah, we could start. I maybe might be able to stir it up. I'll look into that. Maybe do a Facebook.
Yeah, for sure.
Make up a Facebook page. Maybe I'll teach you how to do some painting, Tom.
I'd like that.
Although I won't be on acid this time.
I wouldn't do acid. I don't
No,
know. I don't know that I wouldn't. I don't think I would, but I never have. It's not something.
no, no. I'm pretty much on the straight and narrow these days myself.
See, I would be afraid. So, from someone that's taken acid, when you take that acid, does it ever scare you that, okay, this could be a bad trip and I might never come back? Like if you heard that barking, my dog took some bad acid and now it's just in there freaking out. So I mean, that's the
Or she
dog
just
is the
hears us talking about it. She senses your nervousness.
yeah, the dog is the reason I want.
Even the conversation about tripping out for 24 hours.
That's right.
No, but I would. I might do a paint night. That sounds like a plan, man.
It does, yeah.
So everyone, I think what it all boils down to is back to COVID-19 here. I think just stay home and stay safe. And I mean, you might be young and healthy, but you have to think about your parents and your parents' parents. It's not just about you. Don't be cavalier and out there, bopping around town. And if we as individuals don't help out like we should be and we're being asked, then this thing will get a lot worse. And it is in many places in the world. So stay safe. And I mean, I guess, some other things. I don't know, Tom, now that you've shacked up at home a lot more because of all this, what's happening with you and the girlfriend? Do you find it's the sex life getting in any kinkier?
How did I know something like that was going to come up? Well,
we do have our sexpert coming on here.
Yeah. Well, I guess it would be a bit more frequent now.
Now it's time for Birds and Bees with Bree D. Hey, Bree, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thanks. I'm doing pretty good. How about you today?
Oh, not too bad,
I hear you have some new things for us.
Yeah, I got some fun stuff in the midst of all this craziness going on right now.
So you've been taking this time to sit at home and explore and learn to report back.
Definitely lots of field work because I do put the PH in the D, so I'm here to share my field work results with you guys and to discuss what you guys have been doing lately too as well.
Well, we have been excited and ready for this. Leigh has an entire box of tissues beside him.
Lotion, come on, the lotion is important too.
Well, I did get an extra large bottle of olive oil in the last grocery order.
Oh, damn, you're making sure you get all your essential needs while you're out there.
So, Bree, what could you tell people listening about how to spice up their sex life while they're stuck at home together during this pandemic?
Well, to start off, I noticed while you're just endlessly scrolling through Instagram and Facebook, and you have different ads come up, and one of them is this crystal wand. And one of the funny thing is, switch over to Facebook, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here?
Did you say a crystal wand, like a Harry Potter kind of style wand?
Well, it is magical, but it is made for other kinds of spells that can make people do things, and at a way quicker response, I think, by the way, too.
Can you levitate with this wand?
Some things can. If you catch my drift for that. So, with that being said, too, apparently, I'm pagan as well, and one of the events are about all of us manifesting together to end this COVID. So I was thinking.
So hang on.
Yeah.
So everyone is gathering together spiritually to end COVID?
Yeah, apparently. That's when I was scrolling through and I'm like, you know what? The coincidence between these two are insane because there is such thing. Get this, guys. Keep this in mind and try it next time. Don't just mindlessly do it. But apparently there's this thing as post-orgasm magic.
Post-orgasm magic.
So
well, my girlfriend usually brings the magic.
See, you can both do it together so that way when you afterwards really channel your mind so that way you can try to end this COVID by afterwards be like, oh my God, come on, end this COVID shit. So you do that shit and you got it.
What? Oh, so you're thinking of like conscious togetherness.
Yeah, so you're going to do that. You're going to have fun. I mean, when else is a better time to do that?
So there's basically going to be a large group of people that are all going to masturbate at the same time. And because they're all masturbating at the same time.
With crystals.
Oh, you have to masturbate with crystals.
Yeah, and you can choose between the wands or the eggs, so whichever.
So basically, you can just go out and find a nice chunk of amethyst and shove it up your ass, kind of thing.
Legit.
Oh
but
my God.
personally, I'd go for the combination, go for a duo, guys, between either rose quartz or regular quartz. Probably rose quartz is just good for if you're by yourself, but
Well, another thing that's good with the rose quartz is that will blend in with the blood.
well, it depends on how hard you're going. What are you doing with it? So remember lotion, man. So you got your clear quartz and you got your black obsidian combination together, and you have not only truth telling. So somebody you think cheated on you during this COVID thing, because some people don't like to keep the rules going. Just shove like the black obsidian up their ass and find out the truth telling.
Oh, is it like a truth serum?
I don't think.
Right at the end.
Their butt and
I don't think
spill
the
beans.
answers. I don't think the answers you're going to get from doing that are going to have anything to do with the fact it's a crystal.
Hey, it says it's a truth-telling one. I'm just reporting what I researched.
I have no doubt that it is.
So that's why not try it? So double it up with the black obsidian and the clear quartz, and I think we got the cure for COVID, guys. Just saying.
Yeah.
So here's the rules for that one, pretty much. Choose your poison, go fuck yourself, and save the world.
Well, I did see an article that said about, it said something similar to that. Well, I think it was that masturbation will boost your immune system. That's what it was.
Oh, right. I see. I think you sent that link to me, Tom.
Yeah. So I mean, all this crystal stuff could kind of be onto something.
Like between that and there's zinc, calcium, and jizz, so obviously it's gonna work. That's like, let's all try it. Let's make one of those group event meditation things, and we're gonna cure COVID in 2 weeks. Come on.
So besides shoving rocks up your ass, what else have you been doing with this time that you've been quarantined?
This time, seriously, it's fun. You guys should try it. Related to that subject, though, when we're in this whole dark matter, mysterious shit. So, with all this time on our hands, we have lack of movement. We're probably not drinking as much water as we should. We're trying out these recipes that God knows where they came from and what it's doing to us. So that can be kind of tough on your system, right? So you try to use the bathroom, no shit comes out. So here's my question to you guys, and let me know if you guys even tried this. Can anal make you shit better? Like, seriously, your sphincter gets relaxed and boom.
I don't have an answer to that question, Leigh. I don't know.
Me neither. I can't help you there.
So that being said, how about everyone tries it?
I think I will take the straining and dehydration.
Yeah.
Personally.
But come on, guys. The G-spot for you guys.
My girlfriend's going to hear this podcast, and I'm going to come home, and there's going to be a big strap-on dildo sitting on the table one of these days.
Well, Leigh, on the plus side, Leigh, you won't be leaving the house for a while, so at least you won't have to worry about getting your ass pounded for a little bit. But
yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be too good with this situation here, because I was going to bring up with you guys too. So those of us that have, we either got to go out or we have the urge to go out. We really shouldn't be, but how about we actually lock it down by people trying bondage, restraints, cuffs. Be fun. It's a safe way for keeping people actually inside.
I have never done anything like that.
What?
Me either.
See?
Oh, come on, you guys. Where are you doing with your time?
Well, not bondage.
Well, seriously, there's books, YouTube, everything's on YouTube. Trust me, it's easy to end up on the weird side of YouTube.
Oh, is that where you have to have like a certain word?
Pineapple is the word.
Pineapple?
Yeah.
Is the word for
just
what?
apple, you're screwed. So, with that, like, seriously, it's a kind of like a whole thing. I think it's what people say, what they like the most is the vulnerability, which I can see because it heightens your senses. But at the same time, during this COVID, we're already heightened, so everything is super heightened, and
that's true.
I'll give you 5 minutes, man.
And it might be a good way for couples to get their frustrations out on each other.
Or if they...
without doing too much damage.
Oh, yeah. And if you get really mad, you're not leaving anywhere. Yes, I am. What do? Go for the special tape. Go for a rope. Go for cuffs under the bed restraints. It all works good, and it's fun. I mean, that's what I'd go for if someone's threatening to fuck the police. I'm going out. It's either $1,000 fine or pleasure.
All right. Now, I just want to clarify that if you still live at home or live with a family member, don't try bondage with them. She's speaking more about like relationships, I hope.
Consent, if anything, if you are going to go that way. I mean, different strokes for different folks, and some people stroke really weirdly.
That's true. Speaking of that, there's a lot of weird fetishes out there.
Oh, there's lots out there. And I think probably with this whole COVID, there's lots of
would fall under that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, bondage falls under the BDSM category, which you have your sub and then you have your dominant dom, but then you have some people in between that are switches.
What are the differences? Can you explain that term?
The different terms. So with your dominant, you have the person who's in control of the situation, but they have a lot falling on their shoulders of making sure they take care of the sub afterwards. The sub has the things done to them and enjoys it. They don't really initiate what's going on. Then you have a switch. So the switch takes different turns trying to be one or the other. They enjoy being both roles. Everything's consensual, which is the main thing. Safe word, pineapple, because if you're not communicating, one can easily be hurt physically as well as mentally. And
yeah, you wouldn't want your safe word to be heard or
no. Or you don't.
There.
That would be awesome, though. I want to see somebody do that, see how it works out.
So Dom takes care of it afterwards, during, and whatever. So what is the aftercare for something like that? Like a bottle of water and some Kleenex to wipe the tears away?
Different comfort items, including sometimes just holding afterwards. We always make fun of, you shouldn't hold somebody afterwards. That's some weak ass shit. But it's actually really important to get yourself out of that mindset, because if not, that's where a lot of things can be tricky. People will bring violence and bam, I'm going to hit you with a paddle anyways.
So I'm starting to understand why I've never done that. But
you should, though. You should try.
What kind of things are these people doing that they need that much comforting afterwards? What are hand grenades with the pin pull, do those substitute as sex toys in that kind of environment? What do you need an ambulance and a teddy bear and a
Well, actually I came across one just recently here that I had to share the picture with my partner about. This girl actually had mouse traps attached to her. Mouse traps.
Attached to her where?
Guess. You can't close your legs.
Oh my God.
I
don't even have to say. You can just visualize that.
Brutal.
That's where a lot of times when people do go, they don't go. It's either straight up vanilla or it's straight on the other spectrum. There's no in between, I find. So people have to really take care of them and be like, it's okay. It's all good. But just the fun.
So, can seniors do this?
Well, just like with yoga, there's chair yoga mostly for seniors. So I'm guessing they'd be more towards the vanilla end, because too much Viagra and the shit's gonna go whack.
And you'd have to switch. You'd have to switch the mouse trap for a bear trap.
Oh yeah, because let's just face it, there's more to work with. Bigger door frame right there.
So is this what you've been up to with your time lately? You've been doing these things or researching them?
Researching, because I like stuff, but freaking mouse traps. Imagine going into a hardware store and you walk out with mouse traps and rope and tapes, and they're like, what are you doing? Why are these your essential items? And then just be like, I'm just gonna go buy mayo. I don't know why, but mayo.
Back to your crystals. Where does someone get those if they wanted them?
For me, I can't remember the name because they're always switching it up. I actually meant to go buy some myself. But there's an ad on Instagram that pops up every now and then that they're constantly, I think it was a brand in New York actually, that they keep on advertising their crystals, and they have different selections you can choose from. Amethyst is actually one of them that they did bring back, but their rose quartz is one of their most famous ones, and the black obsidian. So just type in crystal wand, and normally that will come up. I've been trying to find it again. And if so,
is the purpose of the crystal wand as a sex toy, or have you repurposed it?
Well, being pagan, we are naturally like that, but
So they're not sold as crystal dildos, they're crystal stones that have been repurposed.
well, for some, but these ones are specifically for the need of ultimate pleasure. But then again, you can find some good ones actually at places like Into the Mystic and Cole Harbor. So don't tell them that this is why you're getting them to say, I'm here for enlightenment. I'm here to be enlightened.
Inner peace is inside yourself.
Yeah, I'm here to cure COVID.
Nobody's shoving a wand up my butt. I was scared it would break off. The tip would break off up in there, and I'd end up at the emergency. You hear those freaky emergency room stories where people get stuff stuck in them.
Sex Sent Me to the ER, I think is the name of that show.
Hey, let's make it a Nova Scotia edition, eh?
Yeah, we'll take calls in a couple of weeks. I'd like to do that anyways.
Yeah, so basically, anybody listening is going to want to join in or think they might want to join in. You can ask Bree questions. You can talk to Leigh, do whatever. Download Zoom, and we will put a link on the Tripping with Leigh Facebook page. And all you have to do
questions. Let us know your inner desires.
Yeah, and you can call in and do that. So basically, we'll put the link up there, and you'll be able to sit in the meeting room, and we'll bring in as many people as we have time for. We can have up to 100 people in here at once, but only for 40 minutes, which is still great. I mean,
we can get a lot done that
time. Pretty good program. Oh yeah, lots of loads can be blown.
Oh yeah, that's like I got a really actually interesting story about when you just need to do that. You need to blow your load, but it just, as I say, wash your fucking hands, because guys, seriously, we keep hearing it constantly, but seriously, you don't fully get it off in 20 seconds. Just go for a minute, because hot sauce stays on the fingers and it does burn.
Yeah.
Take it from me.
Wow. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Bree.
And thank you for having me.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you, Bree, for coming on.
And
just one last thing, Bree, more on the, not so much the birds and bees. Do you find being at home more with, say, your boyfriend or your significant other, do you find this time is bringing you closer together?
I definitely find that, because before.
Yeah, me too.
It was whack. Like, you don't really connect, you're just going out, let's go to the mall, and you're either there on your phone or you're just walking, but this actually can help you find out what y'all are actually like and what you're really into.
Yeah, well, how you want to get down and kinky.
Well, God, yeah, like, come on, shove crystal up the ass, it works.
I think I'll leave the crystals to the professionals.
Yeah, when I think of crystals, I think of healing. Well, yeah, sexual healing.
Exactly.
Isn't that a song?
Oh, yeah, it is. Sexual healing, baby.
There you go. You can put that in that group later.
Oh, my God. Can we please have a segment of you just...
Yeah. I think...
5 seconds, actually.
No, if this pandemic goes on too long, I think it's going to be a huge baby boom.
Oh, yeah.
And we're probably going to have a girl next.
Really? Are you having another one already?
Well, no, I don't know, but...
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
That's what you want. So you're saying you want a girl next?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we haven't discussed another child, but, being home so much, we've watched everything on, basically Netflix. There's only one more thing to do. Talk and make out.
And crystals up the ass.
Yeah.
So how about you, Leigh?
I think my girlfriend would be down for that for me, but I don't know. If it ever happens, I'll let you know.
Please record it so we do have evidence.
Just the audio, though. We'll insert the audio.
Yeah, just audio.
No, dear. No, that's my safe word. Harder. Harder.
Harder is better than pineapple. It makes for way better experiences.
So just to recap on that before you go. So go to YouTube and type in pineapple. That's it?
Pineapple?
Crystal wand.
Is that what you were saying?
No, Crystal 1, not pineapple.
No, not that.
Safe word.
Your directional videos on YouTube, you said you type in pineapple.
What?
No, I think she said type in crystal wand.
Yeah, Crystal 1
I'm
was like,
not talking about the crystal wand. I'm talking about the bondage.
oh
Oh.
yeah, just put in like safety tips, not pineapple. If you show pineapple, and don't go on to X Hamster and type in pineapple, please God no.
All right. So there's everyone's homework. Go on X Hamster and type in pineapple. And go on YouTube.
Tell us your results,
Yeah,
please.
report back with the results on the Triple with Leigh Facebook page.
Right on. Well, thanks again, B. Or Bree, sorry.
Hey, where anything works as long as I'm not late for dinner or Crystal's up the ass. So.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you next week.
Hey, see you next week,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll talk to you next week. I'll let you know how I fare with the crystals.
I'm holding you to that, by the way.
Yeah, my girlfriend has a bag of crystals. She doesn't have a wand, but
Just like stick them on a stick and then
Well, I wouldn't use a stick.
Ideas from this.
Just grab a handful of them and spit on them.
they can be like Kegel balls.
Just
All right.
hold your palm. Okay, thank
Bye,
you, Bree.
Bye, guys.
Yes, everyone, that was Birds and Bees with Bree D. We're going to have her again with us next week and the week after that. The week after that.
That's right.
Also next week, we're going to have our first guest, hip-hop artist, actor, entertainer, Black Blue Kane, hailing out of Greensboro, North Carolina. We're going to talk about his newest album called Due Season, which also has a short film, same title out on YouTube now.
You can find him on YouTube. Go on and type in Due Season, the movie, or you can type in Black Blue Kane and then Cream Team, all one word.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening to Highwaves, the Tripping with Leigh podcast with myself, Leigh McGinnis, and co-host Tom. And remember, stay safe, stay home, and
Get off.
yeah.